So for the whole day, I've been feeling somebody. It's like there's a need for some spiritual guidance, and I only respond to that which kind of connects with my soul. So here I am to bring you the guidance that you seek. So Most High God, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so that we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. So yeah, usually I don't accept random spirit calls. But anytime that my vibe kind of connect with the vibe and I feel like it's a vibe that I should give my attention and energy to, I do that. So I don't know who spirit is calling out. I don't know what this is about, but we're here. Okay? So somebody really need to hear from God today. So let's see what it is that God want to share. This is kind of like an answered prayer reading, but I'm not gonna do the irregular format where I find out what you've been praying about and then find out what God wants to tell you. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna keep it wide open. I am a high priestess. I'm not a wicked witch. There's a big difference. It's like my outfit isn't even cute enough. We don't do ugly. I was cold. God don't like ugly. uh, Oh, hello everybody. Sorry, I forgot my manners. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got needing. Yeah, we know. I can feel it. So let's see. So the subject matter is this need that you have or think you have. Let's find out what God wants you to know. I think I put it down like this and then took it up. Wait. Okay. So needing was at the bottom of the deck. So that means this is the second half of the deck. So we're going to put that on that side. Lord have mercy. So, wait. If that's the second half of the deck, then that means this part come first. Sorry, just had to work that out. We need to check if these are meant to be interpreted upright or in the reverse, because they're all falling out weird. Okay, so before we continue, let's just check them. Check them all. Very interesting. Okay, with this card, it feels correct like this, but it's like there's just a teeny bit of difference between the energies. So, okay, so that's hidden message in the reverse. But it's a teeny bit of energy difference between them when it's in the upright. So that means there's a message that's hidden, but it's like you're close to discovering it. Or maybe you already discovered it and then you went too far. Like you kind of fooled yourself. Okay, let's continue. Let's check the next one. Okay. So this one is to be interpreted in this direction. But there's just a slight vibe. Okay, so we got Member of Parliament in the upright. The Lawmaking Assembly. Let's check. So two cards came out together here. Let's check. That's why the cards are coming out weird. The cards are coming out weird because this energy is just topsy-turvy. Whatever is going on here, this feels correct like this, but still there's a weird energy present. So this belongs in the upright. Prayer and money. At least you started off correctly by praying for money rather than doing some crazy shit. So let's see, let's check this next card. I see why you needed to hear from God. So whoever you are, you're caught right in the middle of being who you're used to being and becoming a new version of yourself. It's like you're at the crossroads and you're like, you've been calling out for the Most High God. I see. I see why you did the right thing. Right. Let's try to bring your message for you. Hang on. You did the right thing. Because I could feel the difference between calls that I should answer and when people are calling on my spirit and I could just ignore them. Like, you need to pay me. You know, some people need to pay. Some people, God got you. And you, God is here for you. Let's sort you out. It's like you're at the spiritual doctor for a checkup. So this is in the upright. So, ooh, delivery in the reverse. And then the God card. Wow. Okay, whoever you are, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Okay, can you do that for us? Breathe. Okay? Just breathe. Relax. Alright. I think this last part is on you. You need to relax. I need to wait on you. Because I feel like you already know the answer. You need to relax. It's like, you know them game shows where you have the big wheel and then you have this thing that you spin. You're waiting to see where it lands. All you need to do is just relax. You see, the underlying issue is the quit card. I don't know the rest of the information, but for right now, we need you to just relax. It's okay. No matter what you did, no matter what's happening, just relax. Because God is in full control. Always. Relax. Be peace. Because I feel like your energy is so erratic that it's messing with the money. Well, with the money too. Yeah. It's messing with the money and it's also messing with the energy. It's messing with the currency that you need for the universe to recognize you. So it's like pick a side and stick to it. Your faith has brought you this far. The fact that you've even opened up yourself to give God a try, I suggest that you settle yourself into that energy and see where it goes, because you've tried the other direction. You've tried it already. It's hard. It's not profitable. It brings more bad vibes than good vibes. You've already tried it. Now you're trying going God's way. Relax. You're making the right choice. The only thing we need you to recognize is that your vision of victory may not be the same as God's vision of victory for you. So if you're going to choose to follow God, to walk with God, to trust in the process that God has for you, you're going to have to release your ideologies of what victory looks like and follow God's plan. Okay? So you're looking into walking with God. Okay? You're looking into trying God's way. You need to let go of your expectations and try and understand God. Let God lead you. In the world that you're coming from, it was up to you to lead the way, and whoever else you give power to lead you, right? So now, let God lead the way, and once you understand, because the more you study how, first you have to trust. You're already opening up to God. The next thing you have to do is trust. Okay? And once you start trusting, then start pay attention and reading. Get to know God. See how God works in your life. See the path that God is going to take you. See what God allows to leave your life. See what God allows into your life. See who God allowed to leave your life. See who God allowed to enter into your life. You're going to have to be open to change. And you're going to have to trust the process. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what changes are necessary. But let me say it like this. I don't know what changes are a necessary part of the strategy to get you to your victory. But I do know that once you put your trust in God, that's where you're going. No matter how long it takes, no matter what you lose, who you lose, no matter what you gain, who you gain, no matter the experience, just know the end result is your victory. You just have to trust the process. So you need to let go of shame, because we don't know how God is going to play out your scenario to get you to your true victory. Your clean slate, your clean victory. You have to let go of shame. You can't be worrying about what people think about you and how people see you and what they're going to say about your new state of being because of this transition that you're making. People are going to chat shit. But you know what? Your blessing is going to be unfathomable to them. So when they're talking shit and doing nonsense behind your back thinking that it's breaking you down, they're going to see you keep standing up straight and don't even understand why you feel so confident. How come you keep going in that direction when we're talking shit about you? How come you keep being so strong when we've all deserted you? If that's the way that God chooses to make your story play out. I'm just giving you scenarios, but this is a personal thing between you and God. You need to let go of everything and everyone once God show you that they need to go. This might be your children. This might be your spouse. This might be your best friend. This might be your current job. This might be where you currently reside. This might be the country in which you currently reside. But if you choose to follow God, you have to follow God. Whatever you lose now, if they're meant to be in your life later, they will catch up with you on the other side. But sometimes A journey like this, we need to make on our own. Because having the wrong people and the wrong things in our life will hold us back. And then you're going to be blaming God. That's why the God card is not even showing itself which direction it needs to be in. You need to make up your mind and stick with it. So God is waiting on you. You think you're waiting on God. God is always ready. To bless us, God is always ready. But you have to invite God and you have to trust in the process. You're no longer the leader of your life. Whoever you've been allowing to lead your life, they're no longer the leader of your life. They can't be the leader of your life. You're going to have to be an quote unquote outlaw like me. You're going to have to put God first. You're going to have to put God above everything. Seek ye first the kingdom and the ways of God, and all things will be added unto you. So this is kind of like your baptismal. Baptismal? I think that's what it's called. Yeah. People talk about getting baptized with water. Water can't baptize nobody. The word baptizes people. And specifically the words that we speak to ourselves, the words that we choose to live by. So it's like you're thinking of taking on a new code. The word. It's like you're thinking of taking on a new perspective, a new way of seeing things, a new way of doing things. That's how you baptize. This is a true baptismal. Or baptism, sorry. This is a true baptism. No matter how many times you get dipped in the water, if you don't make up your mind to become a new you, the version of you that follows God and trusts in God entirely, no matter how much time they dip you in the water, it not gonna change your life, it not gonna change you. So, are we ready to check the last card now? Okay, it's getting clearer. It feels stronger like this. Let's see. Oh, it's in the reverse. Oh, okay. Let's see what this is saying. So we got hidden message in the reverse. So something that you think is hidden is not hidden. You see it. Maybe you don't want to see it, but you see it. You know. Then we got MP, Member of Parliament, the Lawmaking Assembly. Prayer, money. And we got educator. We got delivery in the reverse. And we got God in the reverse. So it's like you missed your mark. So like I said, if you're going to let God, then you have to actually let God. You can't be letting God today and then you change your mind tomorrow or change your mind this evening, or depending on which friends you're around, you change the way you are, and because you don't want them to see you as being this follower of God or seeker of God, or you know what I'm saying, dependent of God. You have to be 100% in it, just like you were 100% in whatever you were in before this point of your life. It's gonna call for the same dedication and sacrifice. God's walking with God is quite like being a part of a secret society. It takes full dedication. and it takes sacrifice. What sacrifice? The sacrifice of obedience. The sacrifice of your trust. So you have to be obedient all when you don't understand why God is guiding you this way or that way. And you have to trust God even when you don't feel like whatever is going on is right. Even when you don't like it, you still have to trust. These are the sacrifices that God's secret society call for. Undeniable, unshakable trust and obedience. Dedication. And attention. Discernment. You know, you're in school. So I think that you missed the mark when it came to some money because you were not fully in with God. You were like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So you see, that's exactly what I said to you. And then you're gonna want to blame God and think that God isn't real and God this and God that. You were never fully dedicated. So let's look at the underlying issue. So you could be an MP, you could be a government official, or several of you. Okay, you decide, okay, let me try this God thing. Because y'all been teaching about this God thing, that God will deliver. But there was no delivery and there was no God because there was no dedication from you. You weren't serious. Your faith wasn't where it's supposed to be. That was your fault. Okay? So, let's see the underlying issue. So, we got quit, pastor. You're like, man, fuck this shit. This shit is fake. Let's read on. We got primary school, utilities. So you were utilizing. So it's like, yeah, I'm new to this, but I'm trying to utilize it. Let's see. But you see, something like that was your problem. Your fear was bigger than your faith. Let's read on. Fear, public, club, or society, judicial system. So you were afraid of what people would say. We got neutral entity, illegal activity. Yeah, God knows. You want to stay away from the nonsense. You want to stay away from the bad vibes. You want to stay away from the badness. God see you. God see you trying to do the right thing. But your fear was much bigger than the faith that you had. Try again. But this time make sure your faith is bigger than your fear. You can't care about what the public have to say about you. You see how I come on here and I talk what I talk and I look crazy to people and I don't care? And who love me, and who don't love me, and I don't care? You're going to have to become like that. Because whatever you're afraid of, it owns you. It governs you. It controls you. So you have to let go of all of that. Yeah. So you tried it. You tried doing the right thing. You tried being morally correct and morally upright about getting your money. And it didn't work. And you're wondering, well, why the hell didn't it work? First of all, your energy was all over the place. There was nothing peaceful about you. There was nothing steady about your direction. You were being pulled in every which direction. And that shows you weren't serious about what you were believing in. So your energy messed up the money. Remember when I made the mistake, I said your energy messed up the money. Your energy messed up the money, your energy messed up the prayer. You can't be in and out. Okay? So if you're wondering why it didn't work, that's why. So it's going to take you some practice to get it right, because walking this walk is a scary one. It's not easy. Especially when people around you are going to want to look at you like you're crazy or like you're foolish. They're going to tell you you're stupid. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to point at you. They're going to talk behind your back. You just have to know what you know and believe in what you believe in, and you have to give it your all in order for it to be a success. You cannot be in and out at the same time. It's like you're trying to serve two masters. You have to pick a side and dedicate yourself to it. So like I said, you might try again and you might fail again, because like I say, it's a very daunting existence, especially being an MP. You're right in the snake pit. You're right in the devil's office. And I laugh at you like, God. Yeah, that's how they're gonna behave. Yeah, get ready. Get ready. If you try it again and you fail next time, don't be disheartened. Try again. Let them keep laughing. Because when you finally get your energy stabilized and you start to manifest how highly blessed and highly favored you are, and they don't understand, well, how are you doing this? Then you get to laugh if you want to. Okay? So God see you trying to stay away from the naughtiness. You're doing the right thing. Okay? So we got illegal activity, president or prime minister. Yeah, whatever they're on, you're not on it. Yeah. Whatever sinister vibe that they're trying to get y'all to do this time, you're not interested. But you do need to still get paid. So that's bit so yeah, so it's like this, that's why the hidden message was in the reverse. So it's like you know what to do, but now you just have to build your stamina in being on God's side. You just have to do it without listening to them laughing at you and talking, all the naysayers, because I had a lot of naysayers too. And now people are starting to see what I was talking about and whatnot. So sometimes you gotta stand by yourself. What did TD Jake say? TD Jake says sometimes you have to believe in your dream all by yourself before the rest of the world believes it with you. And I'll tell you what, you don't have to believe in your dream by yourself, because God already see what you're trying to do. And now I see what you're trying to do. So now there's two people who believe in you that you're sure of. We see what you're trying to do, and we commend you. And we wish you the very best. But like we said, if you try it and you fail again, it doesn't mean it's time to give up. Remember that it's the strength within you that's going to decide on your success. You have to choose to go in that particular direction, come what may. Those are the magic words. Come what may. And let what may be. Whatever happened, just let that shit be. And once you see what's happening, then you'll know how to move from that point. So just stay on your path and see what moves around you and how it moves. And you'll be able to decide what to keep, what to let go of, who to keep, who to let go of, because they're going to interfere with your manifestation. And remember, it's not just about the money. God don't expect perfection from you, but God does expect some level of effort when it comes to your moral standing. So it's like if you're doing something in God's name, then you have to try and represent God to the best of your ability. God is not the author of confusion. That's the bad side of God. Sorry, I have to open the door for my child. But she's here. Wait. I'm in the middle of doing a live. I was almost done. So yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have to represent God and represent God well. You can't half step. You can't half step. God don't expect you to be perfect. But there's a certain level of dedication and respect and reverence that God expects from you. If you expect things from God, there must be a fair trade. There's the word, fair trade. So yeah. So I hope that this reading has helped you. And I do wish you the very best of luck on this here journey. The more you do it, the better you become at it. It takes practice. And it takes experiencing it over and over again to really build your faith in God and to get to see how God operates in our lives and things like that. So it's like you're while you're on this journey, you need to. It's like you're a scientist. You're like a spiritual, social, financial. You're a metaphysicist, basically. You have to pay attention to how life operates once you get on this path so that you can read it, so that you can understand it, and so that you can interpret it in the future. Okay? Or else you'll be forever confused by what's going on. So God communicates with everybody in a different way. So basically, I'm saying you need to figure out how God communicates with you. Okay? However, it's best for God to communicate with you. That's what God's going to do. So just trust the process. You got that? Right. So, if I feel you calling out again, we'll be here. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and we wish you the very best again. Until next time. Bye-bye.